Oh yeah, they're doing the fucking same game. What the demands were there?
Well, good evening, everybody. We're here live to talk to you about the upcoming playoffs here at Copperstone and the Copperstone Fantasy Football League. We have with us today a bunch of knuckleheads to provide some commentary. We'll see where this thing goes. We got the commish, Mr. Greg Harwood. We got this joker here. We got Dana Valley. No. This is a very good guy. He's a Giants fan, so
that's right.
He's always good in my book.
3 against 1.
Last place still.
Last place. It's all right.
Okay, so with that being said, this is the last week of the regular season, correct, Kamish?
It is.
And then next week starts the playoffs. And how many teams make the playoffs this year?
6.
6 teams. Who is? Let's see. We should probably start by looking at the standings.
I feel like we can give you a
And
recap, Jeff.
if you know it from the top of your head, that's
Oh
fine.
yeah, let's be honest. Jesse and Dan are in.
So am I.
Pretty much, and Greg's in. Matt's in.
Pretty
it
much.
And
It
you're
comes
hanging by a
down.
thread.
It
Pretty
comes
much.
down to 2 spots for 3 people.
Right.
Myself, my buddy sitting next to me, and I mean that's really it.
That's really it.
Okay.
I mean, if Jeff wins and I win, then we're both in.
See, so I'm
But if you
streaming
lose,
right now on my page.
you're
If
out.
I lose
Okay.
and Jeff loses, then it comes down to points.
Yeah,
Okay.
So Jeff, you need to win,
Okay.
or you guys can both lose.
And you need to
You
outscore
need
me.
to outscore Dana by 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's put it this way: if me and you win, we're in.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
playoffs are sealed. Dan would be the 6th seed.
Right.
Okay. So right now, you're in first place.
So I'm in just because of record. So
Teddy
if
is-
you're 9
who's
and
Teddy?
5, you're gonna get in.
Dan.
Okay. Dan is number 2.
No, Jesse's gonna be number 1.
Jesse's number 3 right now.
Maybe.
Matt Kern is number 4. Dana's number 5, and I'm number 6.
Right now, you're not number 6.
Well, according to this, I am.
It goes by
on the
points
wa-
though.
on-
Number 6 loses out the
That's
points
who's in the playoffs right now.
Well, why does it do that when it says that I'm number 6 in the standings?
because the
Because
6th
the 6
place
is by
guy.
points.
It goes by points,
The
not by
highest
record.
points left. So that's why you need
Not,
need to
rec- not
outscore me.
record? Not
No.
record.
Jeff.
Okay. I don't pay attention. I got other things going on, folks. You know, this is what you deal with in fantasy football. For those of you who are new to fantasy football, you have all kinds of people in the fantasy football league. You have your fantasy football addicts who have nothing to do with their life, and they have nothing going on apparently because
That's
they
Greg.
sit there. That's right. You know, and then you have someone like me who's a full-time single father, tried to hold the
excuse.
house
There's
down,
no
clean,
excuses,
do all
Jeff.
these different things. So I apologize that I didn't know it was points and not record. I mean,
Only for
Being-
the 6th
being that
spot.
you were right
Only for the
there.
6th spot.
That's why I
For
want
the
to make
last
sure.
couple of years.
That's how I
I
got
wasn't
it.
paying attention.
That's how I
For the
got it
last
last
couple
year.
years.
I have ADD.
So
Okay.
So
So-
basically, how it works is the first 5 are based on record, and the last spot goes by whoever scores the most points.
Okay.
Because the guy who scores the most points could be playing the best team, you know. So as long as it's a good, you know,
Okay.
it's a good issue.
Okay.
A couple people didn't like it last year because it got me in the playoffs.
Hey, I got screwed last year.
But that's how it works. The 6th spot is always given to the guy who's not in the top 5 and has the most points.
Okay. Cool. Now this is kind of cool because this time I am broadcasting to my personal Facebook page, and we already have a question from Big Trev. Do you know who that is?
It's Big Trev.
It might be somebody on my YouTube page too. But he's asking, should I play Rashad Mostert or this week for fantasy, full PPR? Lenny might play. What would you do if he plays, and what would you do if he doesn't? Thanks.
I would
So
go
who's-
with Rashad from Tampa Bay.
Who's Lenny?
I'm
Who's
going-
Lenny might not play.
Leonard
Leonard
Fournette.
Oh, Leonard
Fournette.
Fournette. Okay. Okay.
I would go with Rashad. They're gonna be
If
they're gonna
Fournette
be
doesn't
they're gonna be
play.
chasing points the whole game.
Okay. So there you go, Big Trev, whoever you are, my friend.
I don't know. That must be Trevor, the guy from our league, right?
No.
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 No. But that's cool. We're already getting questions. So back to our league. We've the first 5 people are essentially they're in. You're saying
No, we're not.
Okay.
Me and you are
Okay.
battling for the 5th spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you win, I win. We're both in.
Okay.
If you lose, I lose. Comes down to points between me and you.
Okay. Wow.
If you win, I lose. I'm out.
So are you way ahead of me in points?
4.
4 points? Mm.
So neither one of you.
But the good thing about it is,
losing.
the good thing about it is I'm playing this gentleman next to us who's the worst player in the league. So I have a good chance.
You have a great chance, but there's also a chance that I beat you, and you then
Dude, you haven't won
end up in the toilet bowl.
You haven't won in 7 weeks.
You are correct. It's been a while. You know, it's a little
You're pretty
depressing
harsh, man.
with injuries.
I'm trying to be edgy.
Oh, edgy. Yeah, edgy. That's good. I like that. I like that.
It was 4 weeks. Okay, I have not won in 4 weeks.
All right. So basically, if Dana loses, Jeff wins. Trevor's in. Dana's out. That's how I figure.
Okay.
Dana wins. If you guys both win, then Trevor's out. You're both in.
And Dan's the 6th spot.
Dan would be the 6th because Jeff's gonna beat Dan, and Dan's gonna go to 8 and 6. Everyone else is gonna be 9 and 5.
Okay.
And Dan's blowing everyone away in points. He's got 1,700 points.
But unfortunately, he goes to the 6th seed.
But he would go to the 6th
If
seed.
Jesse wins, Jesse will be the 1 seed.
If
As
Jesse-
long as Greg loses.
which
will happen.
Is likely. Yes.
It's likely.
Okay.
Right. Let's see, what else? Yeah, Jeff, you lose and Dana wins, you're out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should say too that if anybody wants to call in or join this right now live, I can send you a link. So if you would like to join this as a guest, reach out to me, reach out to Greg, send me a message, and I can bring you in as a guest on the video. So if you have any questions, okay?
So, Mike, what are your predictions on this week? What do you predict? Honest to God, don't favor your team.
Honestly, I think that I have a chance because Jefferson is going to have a dominant game against Detroit. If he doesn't, and I have a game like my tight end yesterday, then I'll be sitting there in the toilet bowl.
So what do you think you need out of Jefferson to beat me?
3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns is not going
You
to
need
do
at least a
How many
couple for
points?
Mixon,
Oh,
too.
points?
How many points from Jefferson do you think you need? 35?
Yeah, I need to be in the 30s for Jefferson. Easily.
All right.
Yes.
I'll be happy giving Jefferson 20 points, which he'll get
do
against
20.
Minnesota.
He'll do 20.
He'll get Mexican. Mixon, I don't see
Mexican Nixon?
maybe 10 points. He's getting 50-50 share.
Correct.
I just realized, guys, that I had an MRI this morning. I had to take my chain off, and I forgot to put it back on, and I look much better with my chain on. So
I didn't know this was about a beauty contest.
this is a beauty contest. Whenever you're on camera, you know, you want to look good. You never know who might be watching, you know.
Those days are over for me.
No, they're not.
I also
There's a
hope that
couple.
What if your wife watches? She you know, she's like, man, Data looks so good tonight. You know?
Herbert has to have a good game too, like he did against Arizona 2 weeks ago.
Going against
Put up
Miami's D,
37.
it's tough.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens with
Good.
you
There's
guys.
a lot of
Now,
ways
there's
the season can
some
end.
background information here is that there's a wager, correct? Or there
Oh,
was
dude,
a wager?
That's already over.
That's
That was
already
like
over.
fucking taking
Okay.
candy from a baby.
Yeah,
After
well-
I saw his team,
well, here's your payment, sir.
Wow.
dude, I'm not taking coins, dude. I want fucking
You'll
nothing
take.
but green box.
You didn't specify. You'll take what he gives you.
Here's $10.
That's a bitch move.
Here's $20.
No, that's funny.
It's a fucking
Have a
bitch
sense
move.
of humor.
I do get a sense of humor. You can talk about it, but you can't do it.
Here's
Don't
$30.
spill beer on my mixer, by the way. That thing's expensive.
There's
all
40.
right.
There's your $100 payment. It was a friendly bet. Who'd have the ever have the
What was the bet?
the bet was whoever had the winning record of the season.
You got plenty of quarters for the drive.
Wow.
Yeah, no shit. I
And
too
he's
bad I
upset
had
that you
no
gave him
fucking
quarters.
drive.
Yeah, you know.
Some people just don't have a sense of humor. You know, and you can't.
It's funny at first, but dude, you know, I still
It
figured.
could have been-
I still
it-
figured he would. I mean, he talked about it, but I figured he'd still pay me.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It could
Now
have
I
been.
gotta go to the fucking bank tomorrow and drop this off. You know what I mean?
Well, you know,
You don't
welcome,
have to.
This is welcome
I'm
to
gonna
the
fucking
food.
walk around with quarters in my pocket.
Fantasy,
Jesus Christ.
You can go to McDonald's and start paying.
fantasy
for it.
football shenanigans 101. You know.
Yeah.
You know. I'll tell you.
I
Listen,
hand
dude,
rolled them out of
All
my
I know is you're $100 poorer, and I'm $100.
My wife is.
and I'm $100 richer.
You are. You
That's
are.
right. Anytime you want to bet, let me know.
You want to bet this week?
Double or nothing, and you got to pay me in green.
Oh, now you got stipulations.
What
on
kind of green are you referring to, Dana?
Fucking Ben Franklin's.
Okay.
There'd only be one Ben Franklin.
2, double or nothing.
No, you're gonna keep your quarters.
Double or nothing.
Oh, so I can take my quarters
You can
back?
take your quarters back, and if I beat you this week, 200.
Deal.
All right, there you go, buddy. Have your coins back.
That's gutsy after the Foster Moreau show.
No
last
shit.
night.
Listen, I'm a gambling man.
Yeah.
I'll do double or nothing.
There you go.
I got the Benjamin here if you want to see it.
Good. I believe you. You're a businessman. You own your own business.
2.
I'm not worried about the
2.
money.
I should
I ain't
should-
got nothing
There's
on
the
me.
Benjamin if you're.
I should apologize at this point for those who may be watching that are friends of mine on my Facebook page. A couple of people in this room, you know, their language is profusely foul, and I just, you know, I don't really know what to say. I'm sorry, but I still love the guy.
Yeah.
So, we talked about standings. We talked about
Let's talk
looking
about
at
manager
who's
of
in
the year.
playoffs.
Who's the manager of the year?
Oof.
Well, no. What do you want to talk about, Jeff?
Oh, we got another question here. Okay. Show on the stream. So Trey says, evening gents, full PPR, start 2. Juju, Boyd, Singletary, Judy, or Rashad White. I'm forced to start Dulcich if that impacts Judy. Thanks and good luck this week.
Juju.
We need pre-submitted questions.
Boyd.
Well, no, this is fun.
What were the
Juju,
choices?
Schuster. Kansas City's gonna have to.
Who are they playing?
Kansas City has to win.
Yeah, we need to look at the schedule to really figure that out. But
Juju, Boyd, Singletary, Judy.
Judy's definitely.
Judy.
I
for
would say
sure.
Judy's out too. Yeah, because he's going to be splitting receptions with because he's got to start Dulcich.
Well,
So-
Sutton's out though.
Okay, you're
Yeah,
right.
so
Good
do-
point. I'm with Juju and probably Singletary for me.
Singletary's getting phased out a little bit.
He
Okay,
is.
so-
He is. He's yeah.
Yeah, I would.
If,
My
if-
recommendation-
If Fournette's out, which I didn't know. Maybe,
2 out of 3.
That would be White.
He's gonna play 2 out of 3.
Starts 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely go Juju. I think Kansas City's gonna come back. They're gonna put up a lot of points because they were sort of embarrassed last week against Cincinnati. Again, if Fournette is out, you have to go with Rashad White.
I
They're
think,
gonna
I think
be-
Judy's right behind though.
They're gonna be chasing points all week, all game. They're not gonna be. They're not
I'm
gonna
gonna
be.
pull
throwing
up
it
some.
out.
I'm gonna pull up some information here. Oh, sorry, Dana.
That's what I
apologize.
suggest. Definitely not Judy. Judy hasn't had a good week in about 7.
He's been hurt. He hasn't played.
Yeah, but even when he played,
He was doing well.
He had one big week.
No, he was doing well. He's pretty consistent.
He sucks.
Better than Sutton. And
Russell,
Sutton's out.
Russell Wilson sucks. Denver Broncos suck.
Well, I know the Broncos suck, but Judy was doing well.
I mean, Christ, do they put up less points than the Patriots?
I'm not talking about the team. I'm talking about Judy.
Okay. So there you go, Trey. I hope we answered your question for what it's worth. And thanks for stopping in. Okay, so we're in week of the NFL. It's week 14.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to pull up some numbers here so that if we get more questions, we've got schedules and statistics and stuff like that that we can refer to. So where were we with our league, Greg?
All
We had a bet.
We talked about what? What are we going to talk about? We talked about the playoffs. I think it's just a note. I think it's interesting that if Dan, you can beat Dan, everyone else wins. If Dan wins, he's 1. If he loses, he could be 6.
That's
So-
a big jump.
I mean, I lose, I'm probably going to be 5. So
You could be 6, couldn't you?
no, I can't be 6.
No.
No.
Points.
9 and 5 is guaranteed. If you're 9 and 5, you're going to be in the top 5. So, and I'm not going to get on points. Dan's the only one getting on points. I mean,
Dan's already in, dude. Dan's in.
already in. I know
Dan's
he's
in. Jesse's in.
Jesse's got the points too. So
Curran's in.
Curran's in. His points
He's
are
got a lot of
lower,
points.
but he's all right.
He's got a lot of points.
He's got 15.
Dude, you
97.
You put up a stinker. You could be close to back yourself up.
I could be 5. I'm not out.
Dude, if you lose,
I will not
you're
be
only
out.
40 points ahead of me.
I'm 9 and 4. I'm a game ahead of everyone.
But if you lose,
I'm not out. No, because he's playing Dan. So one of them is going to be.
oh, I
8 and
gotcha.
6.
I gotcha.
Only because they're playing each other.
All right.
So not all of the top 5 are going to be 9 and 5.
I gotcha.
So yeah, I'm clinched.
So you're definitely in.
Yes,
Who'd you play last week?
this
Me.
guy.
So that sealed your playoffs.
I got 3 points
Just
on
like
my
he's gonna
running
say
backs. I got 3 points on my running backs. I beat him by 30. Goodbye.
Okay. Why don't we do this? Why don't we preview each matchup this week, and let's have a quick discussion about the each game.
Let's go to your game. Your game's a big game.
Your game's the big
Your
game.
game is the game that determines who gets in, who's out.
Yeah.
And you better hope Barkley plays.
Oh, great. Thanks a lot, Vandalay.
No, hey, you snooze, you lose.
Okay.
Let's go to your team.
Let's
go to your game.
I'm on an iPad. I'm not familiar with iPads. How do I go to all the different games?
You're on it.
Oh, I'm on it. Okay. So there's my game.
So
Okay.
Jalen Hurts is going to be good for 30 to 40.
So here's my
But
roster
against
for
the
this
Giants,
week.
Giants get a good defense. He's not going to put up as many points as last week.
Eckler, fine. Barkley, make sure he plays.
Barkley, make sure he plays exactly.
Why, is he hurt?
Yes,
He's got a
neck.
issue, yeah.
Oh, good.
George
good.
Pickens, who is hit or miss. Deontay Johnson, who is injured as well. Evan Engram at tight end. Zeke Elliott at the flex position, along with Mostert, or is it Mostert?
Mostert.
And I picked up New England's defense this week. But yeah.
What do you got on?
Dan's got people on bye though, so he's.
And then
it's not
I've
his
got
normal team.
I've got Goff as the only guy that's going
I think you should
to put
start
up points.
Goff.
Goff.
Net over Hurts. Yeah, I'm not starting Goff over Hurts. Okay. And my opponent,
Take advice
Taddy,
from Dana.
has Josh Allen at quarterback, Damian Pierce.
So, dude, you got a battle
Pollard.
between Tony Pollard and Zeke.
Houston's playing Dallas though, so.
Yeah. Diggs, Williams, Mike Williams at wide receiver.
Mike Williams is hurt, isn't he?
No, he should be
No,
back
he's
this week.
Greg Dulcich, who one of our guests just asked about or talked about. Cam Akers,
He already
Woods,
Got him.
Let me tell you,
and
Dan-
Baltimore's defense.
Dan's team is struggling.
So
He is. He
he's
knows
got
this.
a lot of injuries.
He's got buys and he's got injuries.
buys, but he's got injuries, man.
He had to pick up Robert Woods again.
Dan's team is struggling.
So of course, Sleeper's predicting that I am going to lose right now. I think, or that I might, 47% chance that I lose. As and he's got
118 to
53.
114. It's very close.
Very close matchup. My concerns for my roster are Barkley, whether or not he will play.
Let's see what it says about him.
Yeah,
There's a doubt.
Questionable.
There's a doubt. They say.
questionable
Saquon
for week
Barkley,
14.
neck is
He'll play
Fishley,
against
this is
the
questionable.
Eagles, though.
Barkley was limited in practice
They don't
Thursday
care
and
about
Friday
this
due
game,
to neck
though.
injury.
You know that, Jeff?
Trey, thank you for the comment, by the way, brother. I appreciate that very much. Thanks for stopping by, man. What's that?
You know they don't care about this game as much as they do next week against Washington.
Right.
This
right.
game doesn't mean as much to them.
To the
So-
Giants?
No, it doesn't.
You kidding me?
No, they next week against Washington.
Washington.
You don't think it would be great for the team to
I
beat
think it would
the
be
Eagles?
great.
Great.
Absolutely, but if they're gonna do anything with Barkley, they might hold him out.
Okay.
That's all I'm
All
saying.
right. Yeah. Okay. I get you from that
Because they need him
standpoint.
next week.
So Pickens for me is hit or miss, and Deontay Johnson is also injured.
The only problem.
Questionable for Week 14.
They're probably better off without him.
Limited session on Wednesday before missing practice on Thursday. If Johnson is able to play, he will enjoy a matchup against the Baltimore defense that's allowing the 8th most vanity points per game to wideouts. So that's my concern, really, is Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, and whether or not Saquon
Who
plays.
you got on the bench? Anybody?
The only one that's going to be putting up any points is, thank you, Dana, is Goff. But I'm not starting him
No,
over.
I mean,
Jalen Hurts.
if Barkley
You
and
can't put him in
Deontay
a-
Johnson,
You can't put him in a wide receiver.
if they don't
No.
play, who else you got? Anybody?
No, my bench is
All buys.
Brandon Cooks, is he
yeah,
hurt?
Brandon
He's
Cooks.
not. He's hurt too.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Darius Toney, is he
Darius
playing?
Toney, who
He
he
should
may
play.
he practiced this week limited, so he may play.
Cole Kemet's out.
Drake London has a
Cobb's out.
bye. Cobb has a bye.
You are limited, dude.
Yeah.
We can open trading
You should
back.
put-
I'll get you Matt Breida.
Yeah.
You need to put Elliott in that running back spot and put him on the flex. Put Barkley on the flex.
What's that going to do for him?
Right,
Still
because
gonna
then I
fucking
can-
play.
Because if he doesn't play, you can put
I can put
somebody
somebody
else.
else in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
I heard Zeke got arrested this week. He's not playing either.
Again?
Was he with your son?
Okay,
Come on now.
so let's move on to the next matchup. How do I on the iPad? How do I?
Apparently Dan is on the live, so
Oh,
we'll,
it
we'll
works.
see if
Okay,
you got any
terrific.
messages. So.
Terrific.
I don't know, dude. What do you do? There you go.
Okay, thank you, Dana. Okay, so the next matchup we have
It was our Trump fan,
is
Jesse.
versus Mile High Club. And right now, according to Sleeper, Jesse has a 60% chance of winning. So Jesse's starting Burrow,
Jesse
Harris, Najee Harris, Jacobs, who had a nice game the other night. 18.4 points for him. C.D. Lamb, T. Higgins, Hawkinson, who is a really... I was listening on the radio today. It's a fantasy football broadcast. He's got a very favorable matchup.
Dude, if you're
Wilson
Jesse's
for the
team
Jets, Lockett for Seattle, and the Denver defense.
Jesse's just firing all
Jesse's
cylinders
team
lately.
right now
Yeah.
is just, firing all
He's-
cylinders.
he's-
No one's
yeah.
going to beat him on an average week. He needs a couple of
He's been the-
injuries.
He's been the top scorer the last 2 weeks.
I'm hoping Josh Jacobs
He's on a 5-win winning
gets
streak.
injured. C.D. Lamb.
So tired of Jesse.
Hey, he was last year. This
Let me
is,
tell
this
you,
is quite
Jesse-
a comeback for Jesse.
Yeah.
Jesse had a lot of good pickups. But dude, his team's firing on all cylinders. Garrett Wilson's been playing great for him lately. It's just crazy, dude. He puts up 145 points a week.
So
Anybody,
I'm gonna guess he wins.
And then
Anybody
you
want a
got,
beverage?
and then you got our buddy
No, I gotta
He's
head
gonna
out
get Ryan.
in a few.
Ryan's had a
I'm
tough
good,
year
thanks.
this year. I mean, he's got Deshaun Watson, who
Ryan's had
averages
some bad
about
luck.
5 points a week.
On paper, he's got a good team.
Yeah, he does.
They just
I mean,
don't
dude,
perform.
yeah, he does have a good. He does have some good players. I mean, I'm on St. Brown's
He
having a big
does.
year. Hayden Hurst stinks. Debo Samuel's been a disappointment.
ETN.
Devin Singletary's gonna get you 10 points. Obviously, Lamar Jackson's had his weeks, but dude, he's been
First
devastated.
couple weeks. Since
Ryan's been devastated by injuries. I mean,
Yeah,
half,
he has.
it was during the season half his team was on the IR, so he's been hit by injuries. I mean, dude, he's got probably the second best running back in the league right now, Nick Chubb.
John Schober. What's going on, John? How are you, brother? Good to see you. Thanks
So
for
I'm-
stopping by.
I'm expecting Jesse to run away with that one.
Yeah, I expect that.
Ryan's already packed it in,
He's got a lineup started.
He's
though, right?
preparing for the toilet bowl.
Should we talk about who's the seedings in the toilet bowl?
Yeah, what are the seedings?
We'll
Is
talk
that
about
is that Bill?
We'll get there. I think. Well, it depends. Whoever gets out, obviously Trevor could be a bye. I think it's just going to be the number 2 is all up for
Let's
grabs
see,
in the
dude.
toilet bowl. The
So-
number 2 bye. That's all that's up for grabs in that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll
I mean,
conquer the toilet bowl.
We'll get
don't worry.
back to that.
Dude, you're gonna conquer everybody.
So for those of you do not know what we're talking about, we do have a toilet bowl position in the league, and that's the last place team, right?
Last
It's not.
Toilet bowl
last
is the-
6.
It's the losers
Well,
bracket.
the last six play.
for basically
And whoever
Their
does the
money
worse
back.
than that
No,
in
dude,
that
whoever wins
matchup
it.
in that playoff
whoever
format.
wins it.
Whoever wins it, dude.
It's
It's
just
like
it's the same thing as
Okay.
the
it's like a
playoffs.
consolation
Okay.
bracket.
Yeah.
It's a loser
Okay.
bracket.
So you get to win your what is it? You get
You
win
get
your money back.
150. You get 150 back.
You get 150 of you. So it's basically a
Basically.
smash of what you're anteing up.
By the
Easy.
way, while you were making fun of me, Greg, for taking so long to get set up, look at this. It's translating on Facebook. So if they don't have their volume on,
Hey, never make fun of you again.
yeah,
Jeff.
thank you,
Nope,
Greg.
never
That's
again.
talent right there.
You got it.
Okay. Jeepers. It's so tough,
So let's go to the next game. What's the next game?
Go look at my game.
Where are we? All right, Team Trevor Lovett.
Trevor, he's got to work. He doesn't care if he wins or not. It's just points.
Yeah, Team Trevor.
And he had a very bad start.
If he puts up a point, he has a chance of getting it. It all depends on me and you.
Yeah.
If me and you both win, he's out.
Right.
Okay.
If me and you
That's it.
lose, he's gonna take our spot in the playoffs
Okay.
because of points.
We can't let that happen. I want to tell you right now
Unless both of you lose.
that
Well, no. No, forget it.
interesting side story really quick. A good friend of mine just logged into my page to watch this. His name is Tim Johnson. I bring this up, Dana, because he is a diehard Patriots fan.
Yeah.
And when I retired, when I left the boat to my last assignment, he gave me a picture, it was a plaque, and I can't remember, I got it downstairs, but he had it engraved, or there was a note on it like, congratulations on your award or transfer. I can't remember. And sincerely, Tom Brady. And he gave it to me as a joke. And the whole crew was busting out laughing. He thought it was.
You
it
weren't
was
offended by that?
I wasn't offended at all. No,
Oh, you have such
because
humor.
Tim is a stand up. He's up. He's a good guy, and a hard worker, and he makes me laugh. So I still have that, Tim, hanging downstairs, by the way, just the way you gave it to me. So, I digress. It's good to see you, buddy.
It is good to stay in touch with old friends.
It is. There's nothing like it, man. There's nothing like it. So, we covered the toilet bowl.
All right, wait, real quick. Trevor, right? So
Yes.
if Trevor, the only way Trevor could be out if one of you guys loses, I think he's got you by 58. He's got you by 58. He's got you by 61. So I don't think that's. I don't think
Nah,
it's gonna
dude,
happen.
he needs one of us to lose, and he's in.
Right.
Amazingly.
You know numbers. You have a memory like a
Dude, he lives and breathes this. Dude.
like your IQ.
If he doesn't make the playoffs, dude,
He spent lots of money on
he
this.
spends three months in the house.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Digesting the moves he makes.
He does. He's like talking out all these points and everything. I'm like, man.
he's got every scenario written down in the back of his head.
You know, did it today. I took the day off.
I did too.
So for those of you who are watching that may not be familiar with what's going on, we have a league here in the neighborhood, the Copperstone neighborhood. So it's the Copperstone Fantasy Football League, and we should have broadcast this to the Copperstone page. That would have been great, you know.
One year.
Because when what?
I said 1 year. Yeah, we'll do something.
Okay.
No, dude, they're not going to allow me on that one.
No, he's not. He's
I'm
banned.
not a big fan of the Copperstone.
He's banned.
My family is nothing but trouble from what I hear.
That's not what I hear. I hear all good things, Dan. All good things all the time.
Not from some people out there.
So anyways, we have a community with, I think, around 500 houses or 500 families,
664.
roughly. 664. There's numbers there for you.
Oh,
So, and a lot of people in our neighborhood know about this league because we, for many reasons, but one of them is that we had a what do you call Laquanda? It's a ceramic Buddha figure.
Buddhist.
Yeah.
And the tradition was, Maida, hola mi amor, mi comadre, good to see you. So the tradition was that the worst team had to have Laquanda in their front yard. And during that week you had Laquanda, you could do whatever you wanted to it. I mean, dude, that sounds like X-rated. You could decorate it however you wanted. You could decorate it however you wanted to. And this year, I guess, the commission had a vote and we decided not to play with Laquanda. That didn't sound right either.
The last place person will get it for.
What was the reason we got rid of it?
We got people in different neighborhoods. And,
Yeah.
All right.
and it kind of just fell off. And Bill was the Laquanda
Queen.
whatever.
I proudly had Laquanda in my front
the
yard.
police, and that kind of slacked off. So.
Yeah.
So what is the losing punishment this year?
I don't think you mean the lose. I think you mean blue balls.
Well, since nobody voted on anything else, it was
So it's the pink license plate
and Laquanda.
And Laquanda?
Does Jesse still have that? Was Jesse the one last
He
year?
still has it.
We
Laquanda's
still haven't
in
seen
my
it come
garage.
through the neighborhood.
We haven't seen it, but he has it apparently.
I hope it's not on his wife's car and it's on his.
I don't know. Can't verify anything.
Yeah.
Bill can verify that for us.
No, he claims. I don't see why he lied.
Yeah, I don't think I remember seeing his car in here with a pink license plate, and I've seen it a couple of times.
We'll get him
Let's
back.
call the Copperstone HOA and see if we can pull the camera keys.
He still
Yes.
uses
Yes.
he still uses his pool privileges for some other reason.
Next year we need a better
Is
punishment.
that a problem?
We do need a better punishment for next year. I
So
agree
start,
with that.
Start
Greg.
thinking now.
I agree. Excuse me. Boy. So,
You want to talk about my match?
yes, let's cover your match. You know what I was thinking, Greg? We could cover your match.
The only reason why I
Dude,
want
you're going
to.
the fucking wrong way.
The only reason I want to is so I can hear Dana trash me. That's the only reason.
Where are you?
Because
Vandalay.
I really don't give a shit.
Vandalay against
Which-
our defending champion, Spud Humpers Matt Curran. Both teams are, are set.
47%, 53%.
So they're both in the playoffs pretty much. I think Matt's already in.
Now you
Greg's
say
already in.
that you don't care.
I would
But
like
if
to
you
get
lose,
a bye.
doesn't that affect your seed in the playoffs?
It would. I need that bye. I really need that bye to get healthy.
Yeah.
I got Kenneth Walker, who's not going to play this week, so I'd like to give him 2 weeks off.
You kind of sounded cocky, and you're like, you don't care.
Well, I mean, I'm in, but I can't.
You're in.
I'm
Okay.
Dude, he's
yeah.
limping in.
I am
He's
limping
limping in.
Yeah.
I am limping
And you're going to
in.
limp out, so.
Oh, wow! You heard it there, folks.
But Dana won't give me any credit for losing Cooper Cup weeks ago and still in first
No,
place.
absolutely not. I won't give anybody credit.
I'm
That's
particularly-
that trade. I vetoed that trade.
I'm particularly upset that I dropped Cook and you picked him up. I should have never let him go.
Oh, James Cook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to need him this week.
Let's talk about Waller.
Well, let's not talk about
Who?
Waller's around.
Yeah, I don't know if he's even on the team anymore.
So let's go back to this man. This is a very interesting match.
look
This
at
is
my running back.
Oh wait,
This
wait! We got another
This
question
is
here,
our
guys.
1 versus 2 right now.
He's fourth right now.
Is he?
Yeah, he's fourth.
And he doesn't have any chance to drop any farther, right?
He
No,
could.
he's no. The highest, lowest he can go is 4.
Well, if he loses,
Oh, if he loses and I win, I go above him. That's right.
yeah,
He's
he'd
got
be
5
9-5.
losses, right?
Jeff could go above him.
Ramonde Stevenson,
Yeah, so we
Jamal
got a question
Williams.
here from the Joker.
You have to go with Ramonde Stevenson. He's going to have a big week against the Arizona Cardinals. And I would also go with Deontay Foreman. I think they have no passing game. They're going to run the
Deontay
ball.
Foreman is due. Everything I'm hearing is that he's going to have a big week.
Yeah, I mean, Deontay
So
Foreman.
I'm definitely on Deontay
They're
Foreman.
playing Seattle.
Ramonde Stevenson is the only running back. Dude, I'm a Patriots fan. I'm from New England. Ramonde Stevenson is the only back they have right now.
Okay.
So Damian Harris isn't even playing. Ramonde Stevenson is going to get every touch from every snap. So he's good for at minimum 15 against Arizona. Arizona's pits on defense. They're almost as bad as Detroit.
And I'm forced to start Jeff Wilson.
Jamal Wilson, Williams, dude, all you are is touchdown dependent.
All right, so Jamal Williams, no, because DeAndre
You
Swift.
go
DeAndre Swift
Foreman
is
and
back,
Stevenson.
so DeAndre Swift is back.
I
a
say-
week after I traded him.
I say Foreman and Wilson.
So if you're saying
Wilson?
Wilson, then
You
that
going
means
Wilson?
what are you playing Mostert for? Because they're
I
on the
go
same team.
Stevens.
Because I don't have any choice. I have no choice.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not bad. Yeah, not bad.
All right, so the way I look at that, this is the way I use my method to my madness. Wilson might do good, but he's going to get snaps taken away from Mostert. Deontay Foreman is the number 1 back. He gets all their plays.
Yeah.
Ramonde Stevenson runs and catches, not
He's-
even a
he's a
comparison.
given. That's a
He's a
given.
top 5 back when he gets everything. Jamal Williams, touchdown dependent, but dude, he averages a touchdown.
Who's
a game.
New England playing this week?
Arizona, who has a horrible defense.
Okay.
And they're not going to pass the ball because they got no receivers.
All right.
Ramonde Stevenson he's their only receiver.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
Thanks for being here,
Good.
buddy.
Have a good one.
See you later.
So
I'll
expect payment on Tuesday morning.
It may even be Monday night.
Yeah, might do. Probably will.
So
be.
just for the record,
It will be.
just
talk
for
to
the
that,
record, Dana, Arizona is the 8th ranked rushing defense in the league.
All right. What is that supposed to mean?
Well, that's good for me.
They give up 30 points a game.
I'm going against Runners.
They're the pets.
Okay.
Not to mention, their offense is all pass, so they're going 3 and out a lot. So the other team's offense gets the ball a lot.
Okay.
Dude, it's just a method to my madness.
Okay. All right. All right.
I think
That's-
Greg agrees with
That's
me.
valid.
I mean, like when you play the
I
Dallas,
hate agreeing with you.
when you
That's
play the
valid.
Dallas Cowboys, if you're playing them and you have like a running back or a wide receiver against Dallas, you're not going to get the ball as many times because Dallas runs the ball and they control the clock. So if you have a
Okay.
running back
All right.
or a wide
Yeah.
receiver going
Yeah.
against Dallas,
Yeah.
that player is not going to get as many plays because Dallas goes on like 6-7 minute drives because they run the ball down everybody's throat and they'll pass it too. But they're a run team, so
Well,
they're
look at-
driving the
I
clock.
see your logic.
And look at
I see
this
your
week
logic.
they're playing Houston. Damian Pierce. How much work is he going to get? I mean, chances are they're going to be playing from behind, right?
The point of that is
So-
how much work is Dak Prescott going to get? They could be up
That's
35-0 in the first
Right.
half.
They still throw the ball though when they get up.
So you know what I mean? Houston is just
Right.
so. I mean,
Greg,
but
can you slide down a little bit that way?
so dude, there's a
then
method
we'll
to my
slide down
madness.
too?
You know, there's a method to my madness on everything.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. Okay. Danny, you can get closer to me.
Well, fine.
Get a little closer with
So that's what
extra
that's what the problem is when you're playing a team like Dallas. If you have players against them, they're not going to get as many plays because their offense just consumes the clock.
Mm-hmm.
So who's playing Dallas this week?
Houston.
So no one has besides Damian.
I
Pierce.
do have the Dallas defense. So
Great defense. They average about 10 sacks a game.
It's been nice not having to string defenses this year.
Yeah, Matt Curran's been hogging all the defenses.
was
At
great.
one point, he had about 4 defenses on his team. But thanks to Matt Curran, I actually.
Well,
won
Texans
last week.
are ranked 30th in rushing defense.
There you go.
So,
What does that say?
So you got
yeah.
you got Dan with Tony Pollard.
But you also get, you get a split between Pollard. Pollard's taken a lot of Ezekiel Elliott's touchdowns away.
Jesse, to answer your question, the invite, I believe you sent him the invite, right?
It was on the app. Yeah.
Okay, and someone used it and it worked, right?
I think Dan said he got it.
Okay. Well, you're here now, Jesse. So I don't see what the problem is. You're here now. We're glad to have you. Okay, welcome aboard. Some people are so ungrateful.
It's Jesse, a conspiracy theorist. He's a conspiracy theorist.
In many ways. In many ways.
Absolutely. But, dude, manager of the year, no doubt about it.
Yeah,
He's come out of nowhere to absolutely bury his last 5 opponents.
He's a smart dude, too, when it comes to fantasy
Dude,
football.
yeah, he is. He's quiet, but, dude, he's built a...
He's a silent warrior.
He's built a tough team. Jesse is the number 1 seed. Nobody wants to play him. I mean, he's just dangerous right now.
Jesse's the number 1 seed?
He will be.
Maybe.
Dude, he's got the best team out there.
He does. I'm not saying he doesn't.
Let's just go on. Who do people think are going to win the whole thing? Let's go by that. I'm going to give you my scenario right now.
Yeah, please do. Please
My
do.
scenario, all right,
Yep.
is I make the playoffs
Okay.
Okay.
as the 5th seed. I don't know who I would play as the 4th. Maybe.
Who the hell
Jesse
knows?
says me. Jesse says me.
I don't think anybody
Who
wants
knows?
to play me in the playoffs because I've only had 1 week with my team healthy. I haven't had all my players play. I have them all healthy. I think I'm the number 2 seed in the league, health-wise. If I'm healthy, I will be in the championship against Jesse.
Okay. So
Greg, let's be honest, dude. He's fallen
here it
by
comes.
he's fallen by the wayside. He doesn't have much.
He's limping in. Yeah.
He is
I
limping
agree.
in, dude. He's got.
He's trying his best to.
I mean, his
maneuver
own-
Dan
his
says
way around.
Bojangles.
Of course he does.
Yeah. Of course he does. Yeah.
Dan. I mean, let's look at Jesse's at the top, and I think the rest of us, we could beat anybody on every given day. There's no favorites except, I think, besides Jesse. But I'm saying, if my team is healthy, I think I'm right up there with Jesse.
Well,
I think Curran has a good team, dude. He's got 3 studs, but as it proved last week, he's top heavy. If 2 of those guys don't have good games, he's done. But he could beat anybody on any given day. I don't think Greg has anything left. I think he's one and done. One and
Wow.
done. Dan could go.
Fair enough.
Dan puts up 120, 130 a week. Jeff, I think you're on the outside looking in. After this week, I don't think you're going to be in the playoffs.
Okay. All right.
I think
Well,
Dan
it's going to
beats
be
you.
close.
I think Dan beats you. Dan beats everybody when he has to. When the playoffs come,
Dan is clutch.
yeah, he
I
beats everybody when he has to. Dan just does it. I don't know how he does. But I don't think Dan has the powerhouse team that he has in the years past. He doesn't have it
Dan,
this
I
year.
think he could. Yes.
I'm going to break from the trend here. I don't think my team is the best team. I'm not as
I don't think
confident
my team
about
is
I
best
don't think
team.
my team is by
I think
far.
Jesse's
Um,
is.
And the key to my team is that Cooks, I need people like Cooks and Tony to be healthy.
And dude, this is the last week. If,
You know?
if they're not healthy, there's no
Well,
tomorrow.
It depends on how they manage these guys. I mean, Tony
There's
and
no
Cooks,
tomorrow. They need to be healthy this week.
Yeah.
I'm seeing if I can get through this week. And I'm talking playoffs.
Brandon Cook's got a tough matchup against Dallas. I mean, they're a tough defensive team.
Right, but he's not playing this. He's not going to play this week. He's out.
Oh, he's not. He's already out.
He's already out.
Who's Tony playing? Who's Kansas City playing?
They're playing Denver.
At Denver. Denver's a good defense, but they'll
And he's
score 30
questionable.
points.
So what I'm saying is, if I get into the playoffs, and Cooks and Tony are healthy, then I feel confident, but not over the hill.
Well,
You know?
I mean, you get the best player in the league right now. Jalen Hurts is the best player in the league.
Yes. but-
Eckler, he can put up some points.
Yeah.
Tough matchup against Miami. Miami's got a good defense.
Right.
Both teams have to win. So it's going to be a playoff type atmosphere, tight D. Dude, it's basically a playoff game for both of them. They both have to win. So that's going to be a tight D. The Giants aren't going to do anything versus Philadelphia. Philadelphia just shut down.
I don't
Derrick
agree.
Henry.
I don't agree.
Philadelphia just shut down Derrick Henry. They're going to
It's at
force.
home. It's the Giants.
They're
and the
gonna
Eagles. You never
force-
know. You
they're
never
gonna-
gonna happen in the Giants.
They're going to
Yes,
force the
yeah.
quarterback to throw, which he can't throw.
That's not true at all.
They're going to take
That's
away,
not true at
they're
all.
gonna
He's
take
throwing
away
Darius
Barkley.
Slayton all day long.
All right, one player.
Thank you for dropping him, though. By the way.
So are you saying that he can't throw, or they doesn't have any receivers to throw to?
I don't think he can throw against Philadelphia. Philadelphia's got a tough defense.
Okay, one thing that
Not to mention, I hate the fucking Giants.
I know you do, but that's not the point. See, now this is where you and I are going to have some conflict here, and this is fun because this is great for viewer ratings. Jones can definitely throw the ball.
He can. I mean, he's capable of it.
Dude, he's a better runner than thrower.
I agree. But he came into the league known for his arm strength and his accuracy.
And how's that played out?
Actually, pretty good.
They've been a top 5 draft pick the last 3 years.
What's your point?
But he doesn't win games.
Okay, but it's not because of his passing. It's because
Wait,
because in years past he would fumble the ball constantly.
all right, so that's.
He would
Listen,
constantly
you can-
fumble the ball.
You can have your
Look
David
at
Jones.
look at his stats.
Dude.
Look at his stats
Dude, I don't
No,
care.
over the
I'm
last
not
4
jumping
years
in here.
compared to this year.
I don't care if he goes
Night and day.
10 for 12 every game. He's throwing 5-yard passes. I can throw 5-yard passes.
No, you couldn't.
Not to Darius Slayton. He's not.
No, not the Darius Slayton.
And since we're on the topic, name a quarterback that is in the ranking like Daniel Jones, with the receivers that he has. He's throwing to guys I don't even, and I'm a diehard Giants fans, and these guys he's throwing to, I'm like, who is that? I don't even know
Tom
who
Brady
that guy.
did it for years.
Tom, you're gonna compare Tom
But
Brady?
you're going to compare
The
Tom
GOAT?
Brady's
The
receivers.
GOAT?
Dude,
Compare
he's the GOAT.
Tom Brady to anybody.
But dude, Tom Brady had one good receiver his whole career.
It's Tom Brady.
But still, dude, it's what you make of your team.
No, it's Tom Brady.
I mean, Tom Brady didn't have a Saquon Barkley.
Okay, Tom Brady's the
He had
GOAT.
Gronk. He had Gronk.
Tom Brady's the GOAT.
Yes, damn right he is.
So you can't compare Tom Brady to anybody.
But dude, isn't a quarterback supposed to make his team better?
Yeah,
So why isn't Daniel Jones doing that?
I think he is.
Dude, this is the first year they've been even close to 500 since I hit puberty.
Close. They're over 500. Thank
That's
you.
not true at all, though.
Far over 500.
That's not even close
What's
to
the
being
record?
true. Let's
7,
be
4, and
real.
1.
Yeah, 7-4-1, 7-5-1 after this week.
All right, why don't you read
We'll
some,
agree to disagree.
Read some comments. Let's get off Daniel Jones. and read
Yeah,
some comments.
I
think we
love it.
spent way too much
No,
time
it's
on-
fun. I
on
love it.
Daniel
I love it.
Jones.
Dude,
I love
Daniel
it.
Jones. He's a bottom 5 quarterback.
What do we got here, Jim?
Oh, please.
I'd rather have fucking
Please.
I'd rather have Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, I'd rather have Tom Brady on my bench screaming at all his teammates because they're not doing what he wants them to do.
Yeah,
And he's a
you know?
sore loser.
I hear you, man. I'm not a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan either. Don't get me wrong.
Where were we?
What do we got? Read some of those.
Jesse. Slayton has dropped more balls this week than Jeff has dropped his pants since the season started.
It's not true at all.
Oh, that's great.
I hear you, Jesse.
Whatever, Matthews. Jesse and Vandalay to win championship, if not picking myself.
Let's go. Dan, right? Thanks, Dan.
Welcome to
you
the
too.
League of Egotists, folks.
What else? Yeah, see, Dan's got Goddard and Mike Williams back for the playoffs. That's true. That's true.
Is Goddard back?
Goddard will be back next week.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Who's got Mike Williams?
Dan.
Oh, does he?
He says we're getting Goddard and Williams
Yeah.
back.
He always ends up with Mike Williams.
Yeah, he was a keeper for him, 10th round.
Was he?
And his comment, I like this. Could Trevor win a playoff game without setting a complete lineup? Absolutely, he's done it before.
If he plays Vandelay Industries,
He will, absolutely easy. And he's gonna beat me with DeAndre Swift too.
He can definitely beat Vandelay Industries.
DeAndre Swift will have 35, guaranteed.
Oh, my
Vandelay Industries is averaging about 90 for the last 4 weeks.
No, pull that up. Not even close. Not even close.
I think his defense was his high scorer last week.
It was, but that's not the point. No, I had AJ Brown. AJ Brown. They were second.
Jeepers. Unbelievable.
So who does Dan think's winning it?
You pick Jesse.
Jesse and Danilay.
Everyone's picking Jesse. His team's stacked.
Jesse probably to destroy me in the final.
What?
That's what he said. If he's not picking himself, but I think he's picking himself. So
Who did Jesse pick?
I don't think Jesse said anything.
Jesse better pick
What
me.
did he
That's what
say?
he texted me. Where's Curran? Who's he picking?
Oh, the seat. Okay.
Is Curran out there?
I don't know. I don't know where Curran is. Curran's got some crap going this week too. So who knows?
What does he have going this week?
He's got who's got in this flex? Gus Edwards and
Well, dude, Gus Edwards is his secret weapon.
Zonovan Knight. And Carter's back. I'm playing Carter, but I'm saying he's got competition now.
Who's Carter? Jimmy?
Michael Carter. Yeah, Jimmy
Jimmy
Carter could do better than Michael Carter.
Jimmy Carter's
He
playing.
absolutely could. Yes. I'd rather have Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, Curran can beat anybody because he's got the big three. You know, he's got Kelsey.
Yeah, I'm not gonna catch him on a Kelsey and what was it? Kelsey and Henry
mean,
put
Kelsey-
up 11 points last week. combined.
Kelsey, Henry, and who's his wide receiver?
I don't know.
Ramondre Stevenson and
Ramondre Stevenson.
Pittman's
on a bye.
Daniel Thomas
Lazard's
says.
on a bye.
Daniel Thomas says the most overrated team this year is Spud Humpers.
I think there's a little angst between them two anyway.
There's a little bit.
Little tension.
A little bit.
From a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
From that trade.
That's a.
Oh yeah.
Who
Jonathan
trade was
Taylor?
that?
That was the.
No, it wasn't Jonathan Taylor. It
That
was
was
Patrick
the now,
Mahomes.
That was the now illegal trade.
That was
we
the
can't do
Patrick
anymore.
Mahomes trade.
That was the Mahomes
Matt
trade.
and Dan never saw eye to eye after that.
No. No.
It was Patrick Mahomes,
It was
right?
Mahomes for future picks.
Yeah, a first and a
Oh,
third
gosh. Oh,
from
man.
Ryan. Curran never got over that.
Wow.
We gotta move this to a dynasty league. I think we can start doing that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spud Hump is the overrated dude. I think Vanderlei Industries is taking that.
Listen.
I mean, dude, you
told me.
Response?
Listen, you told me
struggle.
this was, I believe, a few weeks ago.
First, I got into a fight with Dana
verbatim.
Nellis.
That's before Walker went down.
Well, before Cup went down. You told me I'm firing on all cylinders.
Yeah,
That's what you
dude,
told
Cup
me.
went down.
Cup went
Walker
down.
went down.
Now Walker's down.
Walker 2 weeks ago.
What am I supposed
Besides
to do?
AJ Brown, was the best player in the team.
And then I go and trade Swift after he has his best week since week 1. So I instantly regretted that trade, by the way.
Yeah, that's really not a good trade for you.
No, it's not. Instantly
You
regretted
should have went with the original one for
I should've-
Jefferson.
No, I would have lost last week.
No, you wouldn't have.
Yes, Devontae Smith had 20, Swift had 20, and
How much did you win by?
I won by 30.
Jefferson had 20.
Jefferson had 15.
How do you remember this stuff?
I know this stuff. It's easy. Just look at it. It's right there.
You look at numbers all day. That's why.
I do look at it.
That's why. I forgot about that. He looks at numbers all day.
Yeah, I do too. That's why we're sort of similar.
Yeah. Yeah.
We sit there and text all night, and
Yeah.
especially on Sundays. You know, we'll
He
go back and
trashes my
forth.
team nightly, I think.
I'm
He
the
tells
best.
me how bad my team
I'm the
is
best
every
trash
night.
talker in the league.
Jesse says Danny regrets a trade.
Which trade?
I don't know. And Daniel says, who has collected the most weekly high point bonuses so far?
I haven't even collected, so it ain't me.
We can go look, but I don't.
It's got to be Jesse and Dan.
Jesse's got 2. He got the last 2.
Trevor Love. Trevor's got to be out
Dan's
there.
got 2. Trevor's got 1.
I don't have any.
I got my first one ever.
Oh wait, did I get it last week?
No, you didn't get it last week. Jesse did.
Then he beat me by a half a point.
He beat you by like a half a point. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's as close as it came.
Yeah.
This fucking Kamara sucks.
Jesse and Dan, I think both have 2, and I think that's it.
Yeah, I don't have any. You figure Dan would be in there. He's got the most points scored in the league.
Yeah.
How much is that?
That's what I just said, Jesse. You got the last 2.
How much is it?
How much is what?
Jesse's only got 2.
He's got 2. Yeah.
I mean, dude, he's got a couple of 170 weeks, doesn't he?
The last 2 weeks.
Oh.
He's got a couple second and thirds too, but
Jesse says I did the last 2 times.
yeah, you did.
Tell you, Jesse's the hottest team in the league. Josh Jacobs is. I mean, dude, I had Josh Jacobs last year. I think he averaged 6 points a game for me.
He hurt himself in the game recently, though.
Yeah, well, he played pretty well last night.
Yeah, he hurt himself in that game.
The only one managed to beat Jesse in the last 8 games was me.
Is
Just
it
to
really?
say. But Josh Jacobs went for 6 that game. So,
Jesse's won 5 games in a row.
yeah, I was the last one to beat him, and because he had a bad week.
Dan's won 3 in a row, or 4 in a row. How, I have no idea. I've won 3 in a row.
Yeah. That's
I'm
why you guys are all
Dude,
eating
just
pop.
get me to the playoffs with my team healthy. I mean, honestly, I'd have Hopkins, Jamar Chase, McLaurin as wide receivers. I mean, dude, it's the top 3 in the league, package-wise. I've had them play together
It's all about having a
1
good
week.
package.
I've had them together 1 week out of, 15 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody wants to play me in the playoffs.
Timothy.
What is he saying? 4? Dan, you got 4? I don't think so. Oh, 4. I don't know what he's saying. Yeah, Jesse started off 1 and 4. So yeah,
That's what I think. Jesse came out of nowhere.
7 of 8. Yeah.
Did he have any pickups that were big?
His team just started playing, and Garrett Wilson. They moved to Mike White, and
So that's the only pickup he had? Garrett Wilson?
he drafted Garrett Wilson.
Did he? So
Most of his team he drafted,
yeah, I was looking at it. I mean, they're all solid. I mean, they all must have been drafted.
and they finally started playing.
I know that he had Joe Burrow as his keeper.
4 wins in a row for Dan.
That was huge.
Yeah, no pickups. Yeah, he drafted most of his team.
Dude, I was talking to Jesse the other night.
He's smart.
He won't admit it, but dude, he said it's going to be me and him in the finals. Be honest, Jesse.
We'll see. You never know what can happen. Jesse, I don't remember.
He was
Jesse
Jesse trash at Vandelay Industries.
What? That's fine. What was? I beat Jesse in a final once. I was not favored to win at all. Jesse was like 11-1 that year or something, and he just sucked it up the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, dude, that's when he was.
And he lost.
He was like 13-2 when he went into the playoffs.
And he just laid an egg.
Yeah.
For some
Have
reason.
you ever made the playoffs?
Are you kidding me?
I'm dead serious. Not since I've been in this league, you have been in the playoffs.
No, he was.
Do you know who you're talking to?
He was.
Do you know who you're
He got
talking
a bye 1 year.
Mr. 5th or 6th place Jeff.
Bro.
He got a bye and promptly lost. That's what happened 1
I
year.
don't think I've ever seen him in the playoffs.
My football acumen is like way up here.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing Bill in the playoffs. He's a bust every year.
Bill got in the playoffs with Jeff. They were 1-2 1 year.
Yeah, I don't think I was in the league that year.
Yeah, maybe not.
Thank
They
you,
both
Thank you.
lost the following week.
My first year, I
No,
lost.
that was when I beat you.
My first year in, I lost in the quarterfinals. My second and third year, I lost in the finals, and last year I lost.
Wow,
in the
you're
first
so
round.
accomplished, Dan.
No, you
I
lost.
didn't
You lost in the
come
finals
from
2
that.
years.
Yeah,
You're very accomplished.
This is a business for me. I plan on making money out of it.
Wow, yeah, I love it.
Especially playing with a bunch of idiots like we have in our league.
Yeah.
The only one that takes it more serious than me is probably him and Colin.
Hey, let's
Right.
look who's in the playoffs this year, though. Just to say, who we got?
I'm in there right now.
Potentially, no. Let's just look. I would just
I'm in there
just
right
to throw
now.
this out there. If it's me, Jesse, you,
But if
Matt,
if-
and
so, dude, let me ask you this: if me and Jeff both win, how do the rankings work? Who will Jeff play in the playoffs, and who will I play?
it depends on current.
Let's just say it stays the same way it is. Let's
Okay,
say
so-
Curran beats you. Let's say
well, that's
the only
complicated.
one who is 9 and who is.
I'm the
sorry.
one who's 9-4.
So let's say we're all 9 and 5. Dan is 9 and 6. Let's say because Dan would have to
Be
lose to
8
Jeff.
6. Yeah.
So Dan would be the 6th seed.
Dan would be the 6.
All right. If everyone stays the same with this, with the same amount of level of points,
Right.
what would the seedings be? Who would me and Jeff play?
If Jeff wins,
If we both win,
okay, you both win. So Dan's gonna be 6.
yeah.
So that means
Jeff's gonna be 5. I'm gonna be 4.
Jesse
I
would
have
be
4 more
1.
points than him.
Jesse would be 1, right?
Yeah.
Curran would be 2. You're saying if everything stays the same.
Everything stays the same. The point wise.
Curran would be 2. I would be 3.
All right. So you would play Dan,
Yeah, I played Dan.
and I would play Jeff.
Right.
Hope it works out
Oh,
way.
that would be awesome,
God, I
man.
hope that will.
That would be awesome.
I hope it works out
I
that
would
way.
love that.
I'm praying that works out
I
that
would
way.
love that.
So, dude, You got to pull out a W this week.
My neighbor, 6 doors down, him and I going face to face in the playoffs.
I am hoping I play Jeff in the first round.
I do too. I want that too.
That is my easiest
I
path.
want. Sorry, Jeff.
Unless
you're playing.
I do not want to play Dan in the first round.
That's your easiest path?
It's either you or Dan. Who am I going to rather play?
Dan.
I don't want to play Dan. Dan could put up 180. He could put up 110.
Dan's getting his team back.
You should fear my team.
Listen, I need a bye to have any shot whatsoever.
Yeah, dude.
So.
Dude, if we went 2
I
more
need to
weeks,
be Kern by.
if we went 2 more weeks, you wouldn't even be in the playoffs.
But we're not, are we?
I'm just saying.
If we stuck to our 13-week schedule, I would have made the playoffs last year,
I'm
and
just
I'd
telling
be
you,
number one.
if we went 1 more week, you would have been 8-7 going.
But we're not, are we, Dana?
I'm just telling you, you would
That's
not
how
have
it
made
works.
the playoffs. Just putting it out there. You might make the playoffs, but if we went 1 more week, you wouldn't make the play. You would be outside looking in.
It's a good thing we don't have 15 weeks.
Yeah,
Now,
it is.
right?
It worked out well for you.
It did, didn't it?
Well,
I'll take my $25 and move on.
at this point, it's kind of idle chatter. I
Yeah.
think we've covered just about every
Yeah,
topic.
I gotta go home and go into dinner anyway.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry.
It's Friday.
Yeah, I got to go down and eat dinner. My neighbor dropping off some amazing dinner for me.
What's his name again?
Dixon.
Yeah, that's right next door, right? And,
Yes. Yep.
who are the people who used to live there? Schuster's.
Yeah, the Schusters. Yeah.
Well, dude, it's been fun.
All right, yeah.
Well, hey,
Good
I
job.
want to thank everybody that stopped by. We actually had some people that stopped by and asked some questions for us, and we got to answer some questions. And where's Dick at?
But dude,
He's not here,
If
Jessica.
anybody wants advice, they should always just come to me.
We'll leave with that.
Yeah. So everyone's leaving, and leave him here alone. Guys, thanks for stopping by. We had a lot of fun tonight, and we will probably do another broadcast.
Oh, why not?
If people here can put
If
up
we
with
all
my
make the
technical
playoffs.
incompetence, it takes a lot to put a production like this together. A lot of people don't realize that. But
Sure. Thanks, Jeff.
but
for
I
all
did
you
it.
do.
Thank
I
you,
did
Jeff.
it despite the complaining and bitching and moaning. So, guys, have a great holiday season. If you're in fantasy football, good luck to your team. I hope you do well. And fantasy football is where it's at, folks. We're signing off for now. Dana, Greg, good to
Jeffrey.
see you, gentlemen.
You too, as always.
Be well, and have a great night, guys.
That was fun.
That was fun. Now,
I had
if
a little
only
itch.
my mouse
Yeah,
would work.
it's good.